I'm Heidi Hewitt, here with Robert Green, talking about CAD management and tips that you offer in many of your sessions. Now, as a CAD manager, I expect that they tend to get questions frequently, maybe repetitive questions from different users, always asking the same thing.
Yes.
Do you have
the
any
same
tips?
user asking the
Oh,
same.
yeah, that too. Do you have any tips to offer for those users to maybe help increase the CAD manager's, help save time for the CAD manager?
All right. So one thing that I try to talk to CAD managers about is you have to encourage self-learning. One of the reasons why people, and this is not just CAD specific, it's anything. If it's easier for me to come ask you the same question over and over, instead of looking up the information myself, I'm going to tend to be lazy and continue to just come ask you again and again and again. So I'm trying to break that psychology as a CAD manager. So some of the things that we've done at different companies that seem to really help is, why are users asking the same question? Sometimes that's complexity. Maybe plotting is a very manual process inside of your company, so they have to remember 10 sequential steps, which is difficult to remember. So that's why they continue to ask. So how can I address that with standards? So that would probably be tip number one. Try to squash questions by implementing better standards. Better automation, fewer clicks and picks means less to remember, which means fewer questions to ask. Anything that's a little more complex, documentation clearly helps. If you can say, well, have you gone to look that up? They can say, I don't know where to go look it up. I'm going to remove that excuse by having some sort of an online video diary. I really like to do that with users. I know Autodesk does this a lot. Video tutorials, things like that, and just break them down into smaller pieces. Accompany that with a handout for people who are more paper or procedurally driven. So, and last tip might be, you could even compile this into some sort of a library, whether that's a physical library on a shelf or whether it's an electronic library deployed via your intranet. Get a central repository where people can go find this information. And now, to me, it's perfectly acceptable to say the information is available to you. You need to go self-learn. And at that point, I'm not being mean, I'm not being angry, I'm just saying, I'm trying to spend time on better things as a CAD manager, and I've gone out of my way to organize this information for you, so please go learn this for yourself. I try to be tactful, but...
Well, and often when people learn it for themselves, it sticks a lot better than if they just hear it from you, hear it and apply it.
It's very true.
They have to dig into it themselves,
and
it sticks.
One thing for me, and I see for a lot of other people as well, is that if I hear the solution, I'll remember for some period of time, but it will eventually go away. If I write it down myself, it sticks.
Yeah.
And so I'll pass that tip along to users as well. There's a lot of different learning styles, and some people would just prefer to ask because I know the question. But I'm trying to do everything I can to get that self-learning vibe kind of going and reward those users who do self-learn. Maybe give them the little extras. In terms of support. How do you incentivize it and get your power users on board with this approach? And it doesn't happen overnight, but you can get this culture in place. It takes root, and over a period of some number of months, you start to see it get better.
Good,
so,
I see huge
nothing
huge
magic, I'm afraid, but it works.
Great, thanks.